Hey, good morning. I am going to make sourdough bagels for breakfast, but they fermented overnight on the counter. It was really cool in the house and they look really great, but they need to sit for another 1 to 4 hours. It's 8 a.m., but it's Sunday, so my boys are gonna sleep pretty late. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll them out into 8 little pieces and then we'll let them sit for a while, but I thought I would turn the camera on and talk while I did this because I don't feel like doing it by myself. Okay. I'm just gonna dump it out. I just put a sourdough loaf in the oven that we can hopefully eat for lunch today. Let me get my little divider. When my kids save dishes, there's literally no telling where something is gonna be. All right, I got a fresh cup of coffee. This is supposed to make 8 bagels, so let's start dividing it into half, and then each one of those into 4. This one feels mighty big. You could weigh them if you want. I'm just not gonna do that. Roll them into a ball. Normally, sometimes I let them just sit on the counter, but I'm not gonna do that today. So just let them sit right here. We have 8 bagels. I'm gonna cover them with a tea towel and let them sit anywhere from 1 to 4 hours. It just depends. Then I'll show you the next step. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I forgot to turn the camera on, but I am currently making the bagels into bagels. So I just poke a hole in the middle and then it's kind of like twirl. And then I just kind of like stretch it out a little bit like this. And it kind of like shrinks back in once you put it down. So we have this. Now we're gonna boil them. So let's go over to the stove and we're gonna get a pot of water. I'm putting 8 cups of water into my pot and then I'm gonna start the fire on high and I'm gonna add a tablespoon of baking soda and brown sugar. I'm also gonna preheat the oven to 425 while the water comes up to a boil because after we boil them, they go into the oven. Okay, my water is boiling, so let's go ahead and I added baking soda and brown sugar to this. So we're just gonna take our bagel and drop it in. I think I can do like 4 at a time in this pot. Cook for a minute. I'm gonna flip it over and let it cook for another minute. Of stretch and folds on this dough, so that's also going on the other counter. We've decided to have meatball stew and potatoes for dinner. I'm also gonna make some bread rolls to go with that. Let's pull these last 4 out and get them in the oven because it's almost 11 o'clock and the boys should be waking up soon.